Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for Multi-Photo Monday where we use two or more photos. And this is our sketch inspiration, my sketch inspiration that I found. This is from Shamel. I found it on Pinterest, so I will link it down below in the description. Now, our challenge this month was to do something about us, and it had to be current. So I took these two photos during Christmas break because let me tell you, or winter break, let me tell you, my hair was very gray. And it was from the time I did that one to from the last time I did it, it was like October, because it was October when I had to go home for that funeral. Before I left that night, my friend Steph did my hair that day in October. So it was from October till now. And it was a lot of gray, like a lot. So I took two photos while I was underneath the heater, or like the dryer or whatever that they use to dry or to heat up the activation of the dye stuff that I use. And so I just took this and I wanted to turn this into like an everyday moment type thing and just talk about real life and how it is. And so I found this Pinterest from Shamel pin that I had, and I was like, ooh, this is perfect. She had some stitching, and it's bringing out this collection from Jen Hedfield, the My Bright Life. I'm trying to use up some of the older ones that I have these little bits and bobs from. I don't have much of this collection, so I'm trying to use up these smaller collections the beginning of this year and pretty much through the whole year, just so that I don't have to worry about these collections anymore. Like, I've got to clean these up. So that is what I am using here. This little frame with all of the prawn fawns on it or whatever, that is from Crepe Paper. It was one of the Carousel collections or something. And then these are also from the Carousel collection. I fussy cut these out one night while I was watching YouTube videos, and I wanted to use them in here as well. So now I got out my tools from Stampin' Up! That I used to be able to do my chain stitching in the pin inspiration that I did, the layout inspiration. She had stitching. She did a normal straight stitch, and I decided to do the chain stitch. And it turned out wonderful. I love the way it looks, and it's perfect. It's a subtle touch to this to break up the black flowered background that I have to this blue pattern, and I just love all the patterns. I don't mind the patterns at all that I used. On her sketch, she did the same thing. Now, I forgot to look back at this sketch one more time, or I should say this layout one more time that I was looking at, because I missed the teared piece on the bottom, but it's okay. It still looks perfect the way I have it. It's done just wonderful. I just love the way it looks. It turned out perfect. So anyway, I'm diddle-daddling now. I'm back and forth on which way I want to put these photos and how I want to do this to make it look right. She has hers pretty well straight, and I don't want mine straight. I want them kind of crooked and then one straight. So I finally figured out the way I'm going to do it, and there it is. And I don't add anything to these photos, like for background papers. I just leave it with the white border. And then this one photo does have the pawn frond things or whatever. So now I'm just going through, and now it's just all embellishments. Just trying to figure out which embellishments will work and which ones won't work, and what I'm going to pop up on foam tape and foam dots and all of that. So here I am cutting out some of the white to whatever I'm cutting, because apparently I don't know how to be on camera to do it, but that's okay. I'm just cutting out the white. Oh, it was these flowers. Some of the flower pieces had a white border, and I cut them out so that it's just strictly the flower piece. And make sure that you check down below of who is next in the line, because it's kind of like set up like a hop now at this point, to where we hop along, and it works out perfect. I just absolutely love, I'm kind of all over the place, because sometimes some of these pieces don't look right, so then I stop and then I go back. I love all the pieces to this. I love this collection. I just didn't get a lot of it. So it was a little bit harder to like try to clean down this stash of mine. And then also to make sure that you still saw the stitching. The photos are the same size as what she had. And I did cut the same paper size as what she had too. It just, you know, me, I'm a heavy embellisher. So I had to make sure it was embellished, of course. And it's heavy and it's me. So now I'm just going through and ruffling up everything, and I found this tag and I placed this tag in there, and then it's starting to come together. Now stuff is starting to come together. I'm just placing down these little bits and bobs of things and trying to get it to work right. I did cut this one piece in half so that you can, I'm using the teapots or it's like a teapot or like cups, I think, or bowls stacked, like a stacked set of bowls, I think is what it is. And I cut it in half, and I do use that other piece. You'll see me where I use it. And I just try to make some of these things. That little lemon doesn't work, but I find other little lemons on my puffy stickers and my stickers that I forgot to look at. So this lemon doesn't make it, but one or a couple do. And I am cutting up some of them just to make them fit better and make it look right. And I just love this teapot sticking out behind this with the bouquet of flowers coming out of it. I think it's cool and perfect, and it's just awesome. And let's see here. I'm now just literally the rest of this whole layout is all about, let's put down how many embellishments I can. My title for this one is going to be called Real Life. I haven't done my journaling yet. I'm not quite sure what I want to do for this journaling, so I'm leaving it for now, and I'm still left it because I'll put something there. I just haven't found the right words yet to put down. But it's real life. It is what it is. It happens. I just am not embracing the gray yet. I mean, I'm in my 30s. I'm not ready to embrace them. My mom embraced them so her gray, my mom, my grandma, so my mom's mom, my aunt, and my two aunts, and myself, we all pretty much look like each other. I look like my mom in my 30s, in my 20s, and my mom looked like me in her 30s and her 20s, and my aunts were the same. We all, like, our genes, like whatever gene pool we got them strong between all of us. So my grandma, my oldest aunt, my middle aunt, and then my mom, and then myself, we are all like close related. You can tell that we're, aunts and uncle or aunts together and nieces and whatnot, and it's just crazy. So my mom and my grandma embraced it. She's like almost pushing, or she's almost up in her upper 80s, going to almost 90s, and she's pushing. She let her gray go a long time ago, and when my mom messaged me and said, "Hey, look at this," and she was in like her close to mid 50s. And I was like, what in the world are you doing? I was like, no, you cannot embrace this. You're not even like retirement age yet. Like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm embracing it. I'm tired of spending all this money on this hair, and I got to go in every 6 weeks. I'm embracing it. And I'm like, oh, you have got more willpower than I do. And she's like, when you get my age, you'll get there too. And I'm like, nope. I'm like, I don't know. And when I went almost 3 months on my hair. I couldn't do it. My hair was pulled up in a bun for a long time. I couldn't do it. Now my hair is straight, and I'll do my hair, but no, I covered it up. I tried to make sure it was I can't embrace it. So, yeah. But to get back to the layout just here a little bit, I found these thickers that I really love, and then I hate them. I really love these, but it did not work on my layout. You will see me frustrated. So then you'll see what I do pull out for thickers. So yeah, I was just like So yeah, my parent, my mom embraced it. My aunts have embraced it now since their retirement age and all that. My grandma's embraced it too. But my grandma's black hair and gray hair is exactly what I have. I have her hair. So I do know that when I look at her, I know that my hair is going to be a lot like hers because our hairstyle, like the color and everything, is the exact same. So I definitely did get her genes for that part of it for sure. And so I can't wait to, I'm not ready to embrace it at all. So I'm just letting y'all know I'm still going in. So that's why I took these photos, because I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I went 3 months without dyeing my hair. This is ridiculous. Like, to me, this is not typically me. So normally 8 weeks is about pushing it. 2 months is about pushing it for me. I went almost 3 months. I was like, no, not happening. So now I finally got my title. And then pretty much this is it. So now that I talked my way through it, the still shots are definitely coming up. Everything will be linked down below. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Remember, I'm super close to my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. If you have not liked and subscribed to my channel, please do so if you like this. And I hope that you enjoy this, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!